Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your Valentine themed love reading. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout this reading and take from it what makes sense for you. So focusing on the person that you have in mind for this reading, whether they're already in your life, whether you guys are in separation, whether you guys are going through some issues, let's take a look and see what is coming through here today. So I'll be using the Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. I'll also grab a card or two from the Lover's Oracle, and then my Fairy Tale is Real, Chapter 1. All right, I'll link everything down below that you see here today. So let's begin. Let's see what you need to know here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. What's the energy heading into Valentine's Day? And February overall, it definitely is the month of love. So let's see, what is it that you need to know here? We have gamble, okay? Taking a risk in love, taking a gamble. Is it worth the risk? Is it worth the gamble? We do have realization. We've got love potential, okay? So these three cards already, it's kind of coming through that maybe it is worth the gamble because or you might see potential in a love connection here. We have dreaming of you, and we've got good old Casanova showing up. So for those of you that are not familiar with the whole concept of Casanova, this was somebody that really wasn't looking for commitment. They had perhaps lots of sexual adventures and casual affairs, kind of in and out of relationships because they weren't really looking for commitment. So even though this person might have come into your life and swept you off your feet, sometimes there could be some challenges there, especially if they're the type of person that just doesn't stick around. Okay, but we do have some amazing, beautiful cards here. Somebody realizing perhaps, having that light bulb epiphany moment that perhaps you guys belong together, that they really want to see where this situation and relationship goes. They could also be seeing the potential in love between the two of you. Either you're dreaming of someone or they're dreaming of you. Okay, so we've got some scenarios here. Let's see what else you need to know, Taurus. So let's clarify with tarot. I'll pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot, Volume 2. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. What else do we need to know here? So just be mindful of the risks that you do take when it comes to your romantic life. Taurus, make sure it's worth it and that you're not dealing with somebody, who could romance you and then not stick around. You have to have your own light bulb moment, your own realizations. So we've got the Emperor representing the masculine. We've got the Queen of Pentacles representing you, Taurus. I feel especially if you happen to be Divine Feminine. And then we've got the Two of Wands right here. We've got the Ace of Swords, and then we've got the Lover's card. Some of you could also be dealing with a Gemini. Specifically, we've got fire energy here through the Emperor representing Aries. Specifically, you could also be dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarian. And then we've got air energy right here. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and again, Gemini represented by the Lover's card already. So it does seem here that we have Divine Masculine energy telling you, Divine Feminine, that they're ready to take a risk, ready to dive all into this partnership. The interesting thing about the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor can sometimes represent fatherhood and the Queen of Pentacles can represent motherhood, very motherly, maternal energy. So the two of you, if it makes sense for you, Taurus, you and this person either already have a child or children, and you guys could have a family together. But there are also perhaps challenges that some of you guys might have dealt with, especially with the Emperor. So if, for example, you were dealing with a masculine Divine Feminine who was this Casanova and they just weren't fully invested in the connection, not really seeing the potential in love, it does seem here that there is this new beginning for you guys to be able to experience this. So it's either through new love, seeing the potential in a new love connection, or through the two of you really working through whatever challenges you guys have dealt with in your partnership, really cutting things out of the equation that no longer serve a purpose for either of you, you know, especially if there's some drama wrapped up in there somewhere, then you guys have the opportunity to create this beautiful future together, seeing the potential in this love match and really making your dreams come true. You know, through this Ace of Swords, usually it presents itself in a reading, a new beginning, a new opportunity after having gone through some struggles in your romantic life or in your situation. Part of the struggles for some of you is that you were dealing, especially Divine Feminine, I feel this represents masculine energy for me. And so I feel you might have been dealing with a masculine, as I've said, they weren't really interested in giving their all in the relationship. You know, they could have also had a lover. They could have had someone else that they were dealing with and interacting with. So this could have also been one of those situations where there was infidelity and a love triangle. And it's interesting too, from the gamble card, we do have 3 dice right there. So the number 3 is popping up somehow. And so I feel that it comes down to the choices and the decisions that either of you make. If you both decide ultimately you want to be together, then the potential certainly is presenting itself here. Or if you decide later on down the line, Taurus, that, you know, they still aren't ready for commitment, and this is giving you the opportunity to create a new chapter for yourself in love and romance. Okay, so this is somebody who could be your life partner right here through this new beginning, if there really is somebody here who's just not worth the gamble anymore. So take it for how it applies in your life. So let's grab some insight from the Lover's Oracle here. So for some of you guys, I'm kind of feeling maybe around Valentine's Day, you might either connect with somebody new, or you make a life-altering decision about an existing partnership. All right, let's see. For Taurus, all right, we've got my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. Okay, so this could be somebody that you are in separation from, and they really want you to know that they still feel so connected to you despite time apart. Let's grab another card here. We have healing, which I feel for some of you, this is very much needed. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So I feel that that's a very important part of your journey when it comes to this person, Taurus. There's definitely healing that needs to happen there. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some cards, or a card. Whoops, very slippery cards here from the fairy tale deck. All right, here we go. For Taurus, we've got 2 cards coming through. This one says, I promise. And this one says, I trust you. That's really interesting because I have a feeling there were trust issues and broken promises in this partnership. You know, so this is something that needs to be worked on and worked through. And I feel through this Ace of Swords, that's something that you guys can definitely achieve. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one, Taurus, and hopefully what came through here for this reading makes sense for you and your situation, or at least bits and parts of it. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.